This segment of DelmarvaLife is sponsored by Salisbury University.
You're watching DelmarvaLife, and students here at Salisbury University are reaching for the stars. But you don't have to look far because they're able to do that right here at the newly Planetarium here on campus. And here to tell me a little bit more is Dr. Mike Scott. How are you?
Good, very good.
Thank you so much for having us here. This is amazing what you guys are doing here.
Absolutely.
How did that idea first start?
Well, we've been struggling for a while with our astronomy and astrophysics program because here in Salisbury, the light pollution is, there's a significant amount of light pollution. The students want to get out, they want to be able to, our professors want to be able to show them stars, want to show them planets, all sorts of other sort of celestial objects, but it's tough in the city, right? So we really began to discuss the possibility of actually crafting a planetarium so they can actually look at these things, study them anytime they want.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And why did you decide to put it right here on campus?
Yeah, so, this is the Henson School of Science and Technology. So we're surrounded by that building. And then we've got this back courtyard that's quite honestly just sort of been unused because it never sees the sun. It's north facing. And so that makes it a perfect place for this.
What are you most excited for students to experience?
Well, it's tremendous, right? If you're going to study astronomy or astrophysics, trying to get a handle on, indeed, the movement and behavior of planetary objects, of other celestial objects, all the math that's behind that, it's tough to sort of conceptualize that until you put it in 3 dimensions, right? And you really can't do that except with a space like this.
Yeah. And how will this be able to create maybe a real world learning experience for students here that have this as their major?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, now that we have the planetarium, you can simulate what you can expect to see in a telescope from any location on the face of the Earth at any time period, right? So you can actually set that up, show what you are expecting to see, and then you can take it out in the field and see if you do see that, right? It also gives you the possibility, of course, of zooming, very long distances away, looking at galaxies and planets and star systems and that sort of thing that you just can't see anywhere else.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Walk me through here. Can you tell me a little bit more about the design of this space here? This is the fastest we've actually been able to walk around the globe, right?
That's absolutely true. So the planetarium itself, it is a geodesic dome. It actually came to us in boxes, if you will, like big crates.
Really?
And a team came over from Europe in the middle of the summer and was able to basically put this thing together in about a week. And we had a crane that sort of helps lift it off. But this is intended to last for a good 20 to 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. How about some of the technology that's in there?
Yeah, so we'll see when you go inside.
Yeah.
So it's got a multi-point projector system that actually creates the 3-dimensional images of the planetarium. What that does, that means you get a good view of the stars or whatever happen to be looking at from anywhere within the planetarium itself.
Man, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Dr. Scott, thank you so much. And
sure.
I would love to explore a little bit more. So
yeah, let's do it.
Let's check it out. Now we are inside the planetarium. Of course, a first for SU and also a first for me. This is my first interview in space. We're in space, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh, well, now we got
Oh, no, we're not.
now we got some history going on behind us. Yep.
But here with me is Professor Troop. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well, thank you.
Thanks so much for having us. So tell us a little bit about the technology that went into this planetarium.
So, surprisingly, this is all more or less fabric. So there's actually a video of the construction of this. They slowly built up a geodesic dome over the course of literally a day, and then they basically draped a high quality tarp over it, tensioned it, and this entire dome is actually held up by a fan that's just producing a little bit of extra pressure. So it's held up by air, essentially.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's neat. And then you notice there are 8 total projectors around here that are all interlaced. There is a computer there that tells us exactly how much light output to put on from each projector and how they all basically are meshed together. and then of course a 5.1 surround sound system.
Oh man, I gotta throw in the sound.
Yeah.
Now, you're a professor here at Salisbury University.
Yes.
You must be the coolest professor at school to be able to build something like this and to be able to have this. What's that like to have your students who are in your classes now being able to use a facility like this?
Oh, I'm so excited. They're chomping at the bit. I've had to actually hold them off and say, hey, we're not quite ready yet.
Yeah.
We need a few more minutes to get things together.
Yeah.
But we're really excited to really incorporate into our curriculum. We already have our Society of Physics students already have learned how to use the system. They're really excited to use it. They've already had 2 meetings in here and just watched shows in here as part of their meetings now.
Incredible.
So yeah, we have a whole lot of people excited, and not just the physics faculty, but we have faculty all over campus who are interested in using the space, and we've been training them to use the space. There's an immersive art experience in the works that possibly might be coming to campus. So someone in the art department is in contact with someone to put on an art show essentially in here. So also, and we are going to be using it for the Halloween event next week, or in 2 weeks. So we're really excited for that as well.
That's awesome. What's going to happen at that event?
To be determined. Something to do with invisible light, ultraviolet and infrared light in here, and we'll figure out we're still figuring out exactly what we're going to project on the screen here.
That sounds
for the kids.
That sounds incredible. It's going to be worth the wait. I promise. I promise. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
this was amazing, and I can't wait to explore and see what this planetarium has to offer next year.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you.